Welcome back to another episode of the Tracy Take. We are reviewing Zach Wilson's Week 1 performance right now. But first, before we get into anything, I would just like to go ahead and say, if you have not already, please like and subscribe and comment down below what you think of our take on Zach Wilson in the Week 1 of the NFL preseason. We are excited about this one. Zach Wilson looked, in our opinion, just phenomenal. But
Mhm.
I want to get your opinion before I say anything of mine, just to see where I'm at on my excitement level. So, Tyler, what do you think of Zach Wilson in the Week 1 of the preseason?
Well, I got to say, as a Patriots fan, you got to calm down a little bit on the excitement, and so I don't want you to
As a
be a fair
Patriots
weather
fan,
fan. Yeah,
I'm also just a football fan. I really like watching good
yeah.
football, and Zach Wilson to me looks like he's going to bring a lot of good football into the NFL.
Well, similar to Trevor Lawrence, he didn't run the ball at all,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that might be something just developing in the presence in the pocket and going through reads. But that being said, though, even his three incomplete passes, one he was being blitzed and was just trying to get rid of the ball, trying to throw it in the tight end's vicinity. And then the other two were to Corey Davis, kind of as they were breaking. But something that he did spectacular with almost all the throws is he was able to get the ball on point. It seemed like as they were breaking. The one that
Yeah.
really stands out to me, it was in the first quarter. It was Corey Davis did about a 10, 15-yard out route. And if you watch the slow-mo of it when they do the replay, as Corey Davis is breaking, Zach Wilson is letting go of the ball. His precision and the timing that he had with all the
Mm-hmm.
receivers and in that offense was spectacular. I agree with you. It seemed like he was a veteran NFL starter
Yeah.
and was just kind of get back into the swing of things. It was a very stellar performance, and it's going to be really fun to watch him keep
Yeah.
developing this year.
Yeah, no, I had him rated as the number 1 rookie quarterback.
Hmm.
I just think he had that like confidence in running the offense. He took snaps from under center, which not a lot of the other guys did on a consistent basis. They all took like 1 or 2. He took, I think, 3 or 4 snaps under center.
Yeah.
Uh, but the thing that really like stands out to me is his ability to zip a football.
Hmm.
A lot of these throws, he not only is he making the read on time, he's getting his feet set in the pocket, but he is just ripping these balls at these
Hmm.
receivers. And I, I mean, it's incredible to watch. He is at the top of the league already in just overall arm talent
Yeah.
with his ability to throw. And that is incredible. But then he also matches it with great anticipation, like you said. One of his incomplete passes he threw to Corey Davis, he was incomplete because he threw it too soon. Like he
Hmm.
was there too early. And so that for me is just a great thing for Zach Wilson and the Jets. And as a Patriots fan, I am upset a little bit that he looks this good. But I just love seeing good football too. Just not when they play the Patriots. So
Yeah, yeah. Well, especially in that New York Jets offense, their running game is going to be questionable. They have one of the weaker offensive lines, and they also don't really have a stud clear running back. It seems like they're going to
mhm,
do a running back by committee with Tevin Coleman probably leading the way, and they did draft
mhm.
Michael Carter the second and the fourth round. But from what I saw with the highlights, is they are utilizing that play action pass very
Mhm.
well.
Yeah.
They used that multiple times with him and was able to get guys open. And one of the things we didn't see that Justin Fields was able to utilize really well was his overall athleticism. If no one's open, Zach Wilson easily has the capability to take the
Yeah.
ball upfield, go get 5 yards. And and you mentioned it before, it really had similar vibes to a Patrick Mahomes and just the way that he was kind of carrying himself and utilizing that offense and the
Yeah.
way he scanned the field through the ball. It just seemed very similar. And
Mhm.
so this Jets offense, I think, is going to be very scary as we saw him and Corey Davis are starting to develop what seems like a great relationship. They have James Crowder, Denzel Mims, Elijah Moore, who I
Mhm.
believe was inactive for the game. I thought
Yeah,
he was.
he's injured currently, but they're hoping he'll be back soon.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So they have a lot of talent that he can throw to, and it's going to be very diverse. It's kind of spread, I would say,
yeah.
of where he's throwing the ball. It's going to be really fun to watch, and I feel
Mhm.
bad for you Patriots fans on having to play them.
Yeah, well, hopefully Mac Jones can kind of keep rivaling, I guess, his progress. It's going to be a great interdivision rivalry if these
hmm
quarterbacks stick around their teams for a long time.
Well,
Uh,
especially if
but
you look at that division, Josh Allen's not that old. Tua is just going into his sophomore year. Uh,
yeah,
that AFC East can continue to be can
one
grow
of
into one of the toughest divisions.
I think it already has grown. I think it is just going to stay that way. I mean,
That's
all
true.
these teams are going to be just knocking each other down.
hmm
Uh, but one last thing that I want to talk about, I didn't really think of a lot of bads for this performance. One, it was a small sample size, but two, I mean, even his incomplete passes, I think, were pretty good
hmm
decisions. And so, I just want to make a quick comment about the Jets coaching staff, and I don't want to just like regurgitate what I heard off PFF, but it was something that I noticed before I listened to PFF, and it was just the fact that the coaching staff finally seems like they know what they're doing. Like even like just some of the offensive schemes, they started out pretty like short
Yeah.
passes, getting them in a rhythm, and then just pushing the ball a little bit further downfield, some play action. It just looked like an NFL football team finally for so long for these Jets fans that have been tortured in this division for so long. I think they finally have a good coaching staff. They finally have a good quarterback, and I think they can finally start to really build a playoff competitive team. So
Yeah, yeah. No, it's a lot of players get a lot more praise or also a lot more hate
mhm.
sometimes than what they actually deserve. Because a lot of it is if you have a poor coaching game plan, then things are not going to go and work out well. Especially take it as a Falcons fan, we made all the way to the Super Bowl,
Mhm.
and as everyone knows, but that was really more of doing because of Kyle Shanahan's great offensive schemes. And you see that is now translating over to the 49ers, and they've already
Mhm.
made the Super Bowl and have a good potential to make it next year. Having Mike LaFleur as the offensive coordinator there, and I think offensive minded, a great offensive mindedness kind of runs in that family. I'm very excited to see how he continues to keep developing because if they keep utilizing that play action pass, it's going to be really tough for defenses to kind of decide because if you plant one guy just to watch Zach Wilson, then that's one less guy that's going to be able to go tackle the running back when they do actually hand the ball off. And so,
Yeah.
even with the Jets having a little bit of a weaker offensive line, if it's one less guy to block, they'll gladly take it. So,
Mhm.
it's going to be very interesting to watch because it's going to be a very dynamic offense. I think that
Mhm.
defense is going to have to prepare for. And that's kind of where we're seeing the NFL teams go. Is you need to
Yeah.
have that dual threat capability because,
Yeah.
and the dual threat capability because if your quarterback can't really run, then it makes it much easier to game plan. You can't have that QB spy, so to say, and utilize that one guy just to watch the quarterback. Um, because then
Yeah.
if you have that, it's going to take away that guy from somewhere else on the field that he could potentially stop a play.
Yeah, no. And I think the Jets are going to do a good job of that this year. I do still think they're probably at the bottom of this division just because this division is really competitive and they're still very young.
Yeah.
Their offensive line is young and should definitely improve. Mekhi Becton and Elijah Vera Tucker on that left side, and then they have Morgan Moses at the right tackle position. So I think it will be better. It still has definitely room to grow. But
hmm
I'm excited to watch the Jets this season. Again, I hope they do well, just not against the Patriots.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, yeah, no, so it's going to be fun, and I just want to say, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button and also subscribe to our channel, just so you get notified when we make new content. And other than that, we'll see you next time. Have a good one.